it strong. Let's see if you can hear me now. Check, check, 1, 2. There I am. I don't know what just happened. That was so weird. Welcome in. Hello, I'm the captain, Chris Scala, as we broadcast live from USA Speedway, the Great Lakes Sim Racing hosted Hopping 130 at this Lakeland track. I have no clue what just transpired there. That was very, very weird. The intro played smoothly to that, and all of a sudden I came in with the music, and I don't know. All hell broke loose there. I apologize for that. I'm baffled on that one. But anyways, thanks for your help on that, Mrs. Schwartz. And we move on to some great racing here this evening for the hosted Hopping 130. It's race number 3 of course, this Great Lakes Sim Racing Black Horizon Truck Series. Let's take a look at the point standings as we enter round number 3. Dane Cruz coming off his first career win last week at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. He has got a 50-point lead over Drift right now, who's P2. Zach Gallman, Blaine Sparling, and Caden Atkins going to be the top 5 as we enter the top 5 tonight in the points. I was just reading chat here for a quick second, but as we go into race number 3 of this season. Let's take a look at the schedule for tonight, or for this the rest of the season. Tonight, 1 of 3 straight short tracks, USA Speedway, and then we go into the month of June, Bristol, and then the dirt at Bristol. So pretty much 3 straight dirt races before we hit the mile-and-a-half Homestead Miami Speedway. Again, going to be a fun night of racing around the track right now. I believe qualifying has started as they are out on track right now, and we got 2 teammates up on the pole right now. And, well, if you had a chance to watch my video earlier of the fantasy preview, you might not be so surprised by this, and that is Brian Sutphin and Jason Dalton. They are on the pole right now with laps pretty near each other, actually. A 21:15 for Sutphin, a 21:24 for Jason Dalton. So, again, I think we're going to see some great racing tonight, some close times, and who knows, we might see a new winner when it is all over with here this evening on this I guess it's 0.6 of a mile oval here. So we'll rack them up here in just a second and get you guys the starting lineup. But again, I apologize for the inconvenience there of what all transpired there. That was kind of dumbfounding on my part. I don't know what happened, if it's something that I caused or what the deal was. So either way, we carry on with the broadcast tonight and get ready for some great racing this evening. And, of course, tonight, the Hosted Hopping 130. If you want to check out what Hosted Hopping is, if you've never heard of it before, it's a pretty cool feature that a couple of guys have come up with, Justin Laxton amongst others. They have created Hosted Hopping. You could check out their website at hostedhopping.com. There's a link right in the description. You could purchase merchandise, kind of like the whole Lapped Cars Matter t-shirt, and so on and so forth. You can go check that out, hostedhopping.com. Also, you can also check out the, I'm getting distracted by them talking. Also, you could go check out trackcams22.com. We're not going to be using their track cameras tonight. Unfortunately, none available for USA Speedway, but we do have cameras in the trucks tonight to work with, so we appreciate them being a part of this. And, of course, last but certainly not least, Black Horizon Brewery. Check out their website, see what's going on there in that awesome Chicago brewery, or near Chicago, outside the suburbs there. Up in Illinois. They got great things going on. They got us on the TVs up there. If so, hello to everybody up there in Illinois. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves in a very awesome city that I've had the pleasure of being in a couple times in my lifetime, and can't wait to get back up there once again. All right, grid is setting, and let's go take a look at the starting lineup for the Hosted Hopping 130 at the USA Speedway here in Lakeland. It is Brian Sutphin on the pole alongside fellow Virginian Jason Dalton, Dane Cruz, and Justin Laxton on row number 2. Christopher Dean and Caden Atkins will start row number 3. Atkins and Laxton, a little bit of unhappiness amongst those two, and go figure, they start right behind each other. Ryan Ardone making an appearance back tonight, Justin Bondurant, Jacob Gladulich, and William Calhoun, the rest of your top 10. Chris Evans, Travis Icovanci in row number 6. Row 7, Sean Peach and Matthew Telder. Row number 8, let you grid down to it. There it is. Alan Best, Noah Mayari, former teammates there. Cedric Ingram making an appearance again tonight. Sam Barnes. Blaine Sparling, Tanner Long in row number 10. Row 11, Tyler Brewer, Jordan Watson. Row 12, Lucas Strayer and Zach Allman. Not a good qualifying effort for the 18 once again. Starting the back. 25th, 26th, Ben Pierce and William Martin. Brandon Trejembo, Robert Johnson. And your final starter on the grid going to be Robert Lukens and Anthony Marshall. Jason Clark decided to take a provisional this evening, as I saw over here in chat. You see Stephanie Schwartz with the Laxton sweatshirt on tonight. They'll get 2 pace laps in here before they get the green flag. Practice was definitely a wild one this evening. Hopefully it doesn't turn into the way the race goes tonight. If so, we might be here for a while. Straight up oval. Banking here, I'm trying to remember exactly off the top of my head, as it doesn't tell you on Wikipedia. I want to say it's roughly 12 degrees of banking. So track's a lot like Richmond when you look at it. Worn out surface, tight corners, long straightaways, not as wide. But it's definitely a fun track to race. It's the first track you actually get to learn. This is in Charlotte Motor Speedway on iRacing when you go into iRacing. This is the first oval you get to learn. It's not Charlotte. So these guys should have some fun this evening. The teammates going to lead them to the green. Sutphin and Dalton in racing week number 3 of the Black Horizon Truck Series in the Great Lakes Sim Racing Truck Series green from USA. One truck spinning already in a wreck in the back. Bondurant's involved. And I think Calhoun's got heavy damage on the 99. Oh boy. And caution number 1, and we have a smoking number 99. And for those who watched the fantasy video earlier on Discord and listened to me say that Calhoun might be one to pick tonight, oops, sorry. But yeah, obviously not Williams' fault. He was just in the middle of a bad situation there. That truck's going to be sitting there for a little bit, unfortunately. Let's go back and see what happens here. I think Zach Allman might have got a piece of this also. We'll have to see where it all transpires here. I thought I saw Drift get loose. Oh no, they checked up and Bondurant gets hit by Calhoun down into Drift. They just pile in. See this, let's slow it down. Watch as you come down to turn 1 here. Laxton kind of goes in shallow into the corner, and Bondurant gets into the 2. And then 99 runs over the 11 and sends him spinning. So just a checkup there. And nowhere to go. Calhoun T-bones him. And caution number 1 out. And I hate to be the guy that says this, but I did have Calhoun as my one of my guys in the fantasy lineup tonight. So it is what it is. On the serious side, hopefully everybody can get back out there and get going. I know Calhoun's got a lot of damage on that 99, and Bondurant's in there also on pit road. Tanner Long going to get out. Trejembo also with damage on that 1. should get one to go this time by, and we'll go back racing after a little bit of a tough start there to get this thing going. Of course, Lakeland, Florida, home of the Nemechek family, Joe Nemechek, and of course John Hunter from this area. Lakeland also home of some very, very popular high school football. Players like Ray Lewis, just to name one right off the bat, went to school in Lakeland. The two schools you'll hear of in this area, Lakeland High School and Lakeland Kathleen. Two of the bigger high schools, the Pouncey brothers in the NFL now. They school in the Lakeland area. This down here in this area they call here south, basically it's called the Muck, is where you get the football players at. That they're usually pretty good college into the NFL. So Sutphin leading here as they go to turn one. You see Dane Bruce, the winner last week from Atlanta, up to second. Christopher Dean hung up on that high side as Dalton goes by and Laxton's going to go by, and Dean will fit back in there in the fifth position right in front of Ryan Nardone. Turned, and he keeps it off the wall, and now he gets clobbered. Caution out for the second time. Who is that? Sam Barnes. Clobbers on Mike Avachi gets turned. On board with Sam here. There's the spin happening. Oh, Barnes gets hit by Travis into him. Just a tough situation there. Look one more time here. Let's go on board with Ikevachi this time. Yeah, Ikevachi right there gets into Sam. And then Cedric gets in there also. I guess this is one way you can go. And caution number 2 is out. Car Tyler Brewer, a little bit of damage as he comes out of the pits. So just a tough start so far to this race. 2 cautions in the first 12. Tanner Long on pit road also now in the 42 as he tries to get some damage fixed. Barnes and Laxton, they're getting damage fixed right now. And I saw with how much smoke was coming out of Laxton's truck, I'm pretty sure he's going to be done for a little bit. And unfortunately, his second straight bad race. got some bumpers too. So it looks like Robert Johnson also suffering some damage in the wreck. So 5 trucks already behind the wall getting worked on in this race. If I'm somebody like Jason Clark, I'm just going out there and running laps right now. You gain 5 spots. I'm just saying. Green back out. Dane Cruz, last week's winner, all over the back bumper of Sutphin. A little diamonding in the corner there, trying to roll it off. Caden Atkins up there to the 4th position. Dean up to 5th. How about Matthew Tellner up to the 6th position? Oh, geez. Come on, Robert. Don't watch the stream. Now it's going to be blaming me. And for the lead, here comes Cruz to the inside. Takes the position away, so Dane Cruz to the lead. First lead change of the night. Hell, even my commentary's off the mark right now. That's not nice. Hosted hopping.com onboard camera riding with Nardone. Nardone in the 7th position right now. Well, Sam, you got hit too. I don't know if you saw that or felt that. You got hit actually up into him. We rode on board with you. You slowed down. But then you got hit in the door and it sent you up to him. Doing a lot of wheel in that truck. You see, you got to be very careful not to get the snap loose out of it. 4th position, Dalton going backwards. Caden Atkins up to 3rd. And trouble, the 59's around. Blaine Sparling has gone around. And the 3rd caution comes out. Caution's out, just actually making an adjustment over here on my. We'll see what happens to Blaine, who's the 3rd member of this down under team to be involved in a wreck. And I heard Brandon really quickly get on the mic saying, "Hey, my fault, my fault." Oh yeah, he just misjudged Sparling up here early. No harm, no foul. And he carries on. So you see Tyler Brewer going to get back on the lead lap. Ben Pierce on pit road in the 65. Tanner Long also coming in, got some right side damage on that truck. So Dane Cruz, the second leader of the night, looking to back up that win at Atlanta Motor Speedway last week. That 46 truck looking pretty good tonight. And of course, he was in the 40 last week. There were a whole bunch of number mix-ups. He ended up in a blank number 40 truck, and that was mainly because he picked the wrong truck to race too. So it was a big old mix-up for him. He made it work out. Biggest mover in the race so far, William Martin. I got to get used to his truck not being the Georgia Bulldog truck anymore. It's now the Valvoline Bully machine. And that truck started 26th up to 13th in this race. Seems like I gotta look at the maybe I gotta restart my internet after this broadcast, because it seems like the last day or two my frames will just drop for a split second and come right back. Here we go, pace car back off. We'll go back racing lap 27 after the third caution with Bruce Sutphin, Atkins, Dalton, Telder, your top five. Combined wins between the top five, 1. Dane Cruz last week. Atkins driving it inside for the second spot on the 26. File down the back straightaway. First fight back here with Allman, trying to hold off for trying to pass drift on the high side here. Alan Best also right there with him. I see Sean Peach in that 21 truck. Everybody giving each other some room so far as they scramble back here. Side starting to fall back a little bit. You see Tyler Brewer coming out pit road. One car spitting off 4. It is Jordan Watson, the 37, going around, and caution number 4 is out. What happens to the 37? To turn forward, the truck just snaps around on him into the wall. Probably had a little too much wheel if I had to guess coming off the corner. Let's see. Just too much gas. I mean, he didn't have too much wheel, just too much gas. And just spun the tires, and it came right around on him. And caution's out for the 4th time. As more trucks on pit road getting damage fixed. Lucky dog, Tyler Brewer. So I'm going to go to put this out here tonight. This is actually, you know what? Give me a second here. I'm going to post this on the screen for everybody to look at, and I'm going to talk about it. It's the first time you're going to hear about this on the air tonight. but I'm going to share this with this league first. I've talked about doing a marathon Memorial Day weekend, but unfortunately some things happened at work, and at first I was going to work this weekend, and then all of a sudden I got it back off, and it's just a weird story. So I had to cancel the marathon. Well, now that I'm back to being off on the weekend, it's going to allow me to at least do part of what I was wanting to do during the marathon. So what I actually want to do is I'm going to post this up on the screen right now and show this. So coming up, it'll start Saturday morning at 6 a.m. The Captain versus Cancer. At first, it was going to be a 24-hour marathon with a bunch of racing and me running a couple of the 600-mile races of the NIS. Now it's strictly going to be just the NIS part. So it's going to start on the 29th, which is Saturday at 6 a.m. I'm going to run the 6 a.m., the 12 noon, and then Sunday's 9 p.m. NIS fixed race. And what NIS is, for those who don't know, it's the NASCAR iRacing series that runs the full 600-mile Charlotte race this weekend. So I'm going to run 3 600-mile Charlotte races this coming weekend. I'm going to try to. I can do it. It's just a matter of can I finish it. But basically, we're going to raise money for the American Cancer Society. I'm going to have a link set up in the stream right here, and you'll be watching me race. And if you choose to sit here and watch me race. And we're going to raise money for the American Cancer Society. Every 100 miles I complete on Saturday and Sunday, I will donate $10 myself to the American Cancer Society. If I can win one of the races, I will make a $50 donation. If I win 3, I'll make a $100 donation in there. So at max, you could see a 300 and... I was trying to remember how I set this up. It'd be a $300 donation from my end to the American Cancer Society if I can win all 3 races and complete all 1,800 miles. So I'm going to have a stream set up for that Saturday morning. It starts at 6 a.m. Eastern time. So when you wake up in the morning Saturday, grab a cup of coffee, come on. Here we go, racing back at USA Speedway. So you heard it here first, Saturday morning. Oh, Taylor getting loose into turn 1. He saves it. Everybody gives him room. You see Chris Evans, the Talladega winner, on the outside, going to try and make the pass. Unfortunately, Taylor's got himself regrouped, and that outside line is going to kind of fall back now. Meanwhile, up front, you see Caden Atkins has worked his way up from 6th to 3rd. In this race, that 2-truck, after the incident last week with Justin Laxton, is bounced back here and having a good run so far. As Noah Miori, the 8-truck, gets to the inside of him. He's going to bring Sean Peach in there with him, to 21 to 52 of Alan Best there behind him. Viewers so far tonight. If you know somebody that likes to watch this kind of racing and stuff, make sure you tell them to come join us here on Captain TV. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And looks like William Martin had some issues off turn 4. Not sure what happened there. But if you're not new to the channel, we appreciate you coming back and watching tonight. If you have a certain series you like to watch, or you're just here to have a good old time. Robert Lukens up the track. 3 wide back there, 1 and 2. Work their way through. Here comes Zach Allman, the 18. Back up 13 spots, and you see about 4/10 off the pace right now from the fastest lap. So tire fall off, and again, we've had 4 cautions in here too. Not terrible as of right now. Some sliding going on over here in 3 and 4, but I don't. What I hear is Telder underneath. Oh, and there around goes the 28 right in front. Right here on the front straightaway, Ryan Ardone goes around and brings out the 5th caution. Now, the front end of that truck once said that lapped cars matter. Unfortunately, it's lapped cars flatter. Goes, bam, into the inside wall, right into the Hooters sign. Of course, this series, back in the day, this track was one of the big hosts of the Hooters Pro Cup Series. If you were one from the Southeast, the Hooters Pro Cup Series was a big Southeast and East Coast type of series. I remember watching plenty of those races on what's now like Fox Sports TV, like the regional channels. These were some pretty good races back in the day. Actually, they'd run like USA, they'd run Gresham down here in Georgia, they'd run South Boston, they'd run Hickory, all the short tracks here in the Southeast. And of course, that series went away, unfortunately. It was like a late model car series. So fifth caution out here, lap 46. So unfortunately not the best start of the race, but it's giving people a chance to get their trucks all fixed up and get them back out there on the track. Also putting people behind the wall, look in the middle pit road on the track map up top there, you're going to notice a lot of cars starting to pile up in the pit road there from damage. Let's see, let's get some shout outs. See, Stephanie Schwartz said hello earlier, but I'll say hi again. Natalie Hint, appreciate her watching, of course, as always. That could be Travis, actually, on Natalie's account. I'm not sure. Let's see, is Travis on track right now? He is, so it's not Travis. Robert Johnson, of course, watching as he was watching the stream and wrecked. Of course, now I get blamed for him wrecking. Jason Clark could still get out there and gain some spots, just saying, giving you the idea now. But I appreciate you guys watching here on the stream. The 2 leaders so far in this race. Brian Sutphin led earlier, and Dane Cruz made the pass for the lead about 15 laps or so ago. So with the 65% fuel, obviously saving laps here. Not sure exactly distance-wise how long they could go on fuel, but I'm pretty sure at least another 15 to 20 laps on a tank of fuel. Oh, Sammy Barnes watching, the deputy, not having a good start to his campaign. Good news, though, is he gets to sit back and enjoy a Black Horizon Brewery beer. As the 46th leads him back to the green flag here, lap 49. Green 4, you see Dalton trying to work that high side on the 2 truck. About rotate these corners here at USA, kind of a worn out surface. Be very careful entering the corners as Dalton goes around, takes Taylor with him into the wall, and then William Martin wrecks back there at turn 2. And caution for a 6th time. let's look at both accidents here. Let's start with William Martin in the 6, or the 5, or whatever number he is. He's in the Georgia Bulldog Valvoline truck. He's going to get net coated just slightly by Anthony Marshall, who was trying to catch his truck. There's that spin. And then the harder lift, Alexander's not. Going to lose the back end and clobbers the 12. They both hit the wall and damage the front ends of the trucks. Time, and it seems like every caution the viewer count goes up. All right, so we're going to step away for a quick second, and we're going to come back. We'll get more racing here on Captain TV in the Great Lakes Sim Racing Truck Series. Version of a commercial where we used to come back like a lap into the green flag. This is pulled away to a lead of about a second or so, and here comes Caden Atkins for second inside of Ryan Sutphin. Christopher Dean going back in that fourth position right now with Chris Evans, the Talladega winner. There in the top five also Zach Allman up to 6, Noah Miari up to 7th, Sean Beechin, Lucas Strayer and Alan Best, your top 10 right now. Atkins not able to clear yet. Now there's Smokey 2 up to B2. And caution back out. Trouble. Telder gets turned by Lucas. That's the caution. Saved by Matt, but I'm sure he's getting angry. Into the 12 brings out the 7th caution here at lap 62. Calhoun out here, chat. Keith, we got a problem here, buddy. I'll have a little fun here for a second. Fantasy team-wise. Last week I had 4 guys finish in the top 8. My picks tonight, I'm going to go and put them out there. Keith Calhoun, last. Justin Laxton, 3rd to last. Jason Dalton, 22nd. I have 1 guy left in this race, and we're not even halfway. I am not going to be in the running for a butt kicker this week. Once again, make sure you check out hostedhopping.com. There's a link right there in the description if you do not know what Hosted Hopping is. Make sure you go check out their website. You can purchase gear and so much more. Hostedhopping.com, including their slogan, Lapped Cars Matter. But so far, I don't think we've had to worry about lapped cars tonight. And also shout out to those watching up at Black Horizon Brewery, outside of Chi-Town. Drink a pint for me, please. Cody, do you have the pace truck in your lineup? Asking for a friend. So Calhoun leaves this league race, goes runs his other league race, and gets wrecked in that one. Oh. Yeah, that's definitely not your night, Bill. All right, Cruz and Atkins' teammate's going to lead him to the top, to the green flag here, lap 65. Atkins trying to shut the door a little bit. We got forward teammates Madeline back here for 5th. Matter of fact, 4th, 5th, and 6th are forward teammates. Alan Best out here on the outside there of the Blaine Sparling truck. Trajemba, hold on there. The truck got loose. He gets all over. There's up there on the high side, falling back a little bit. You see William Hart in there now. Back in there after this couple spins he's been part of. You think this is wild? Next week we go to Bristol. Following week, we go to Bristol on dirt. 3 weeks in short track racing. Ben Pearson's experimenting the Larson line right now. Oh, he makes contact with Travis. Here comes Telder, 3-1 at the bottom. 7. A lot of these front runners have not pitted at all in this race. Of course, they're coming up slowly on halfway here. About 15 to 20 laps, they'll be halfway in this race. Straighten her up a little bit. See how bumpy the track is. Pace. Well, here Sean Beach has had a good start to this season so far, running in this 21 truck. The Palms Casino Resort Chevrolet. Everyone right there behind that there, Strayer. This has had a very quiet season so far. Trouble on the track for Travis Icavaci. The Hubat's truck is up in smoke. Eighth caution out. Cedric Ingram. Let's jump to pit road here. The leaders are in. A couple of trucks staying out. Telder, Drift, and Jason Dalton as the leaders hit at lap number 75. More tires and fuel. By Steve Bruce. So let's give you a little preview of what is coming up here for the next couple of days. A little different than the usual schedule with the holiday weekend coming up. Tomorrow night we'll have the Short Track Super League and their race from Nashville, their usual league race. And then something different Friday night as we are off from the BPRL guys. However, we've been recruited by the Stars and Stripes League, and actually a former racer in this league, I believe, is one of the guys helping run it, has called me up and said, hey, why don't you come broadcast our Indianapolis 500 race? And I said, all right. So Friday night, we're going to have an Indianapolis 500 broadcast, virtually, obviously, from Indy. That'll be at around 8:45 Friday night. So you can come and watch that if you're interested in the IR18 cars. And it should be a fun race. I believe they got 33 cars in that one, and they're going to have prizes on the line and so much more. So that should be a fun one to come check out. And then, of course, Saturday, as you saw me talk about a little bit ago, the Captain versus Cancer races starting at 6 a.m. that morning. I'll be running the 600 miles at Charlotte. I'll run 2 on Saturday and then 1 Sunday night. Again, I'm going to raise money to fight the battle of cancer that seems like anybody, everybody anymore has got somebody they know that's fighting it. So I'm going to do everything I can to help fight the battle ourselves. So hopefully come join us starting at 6 a.m. Saturday. and that'll get us all the way to Tuesday is the next broadcast. So I'll go from Friday night to Tuesday without an actual race broadcast. Instead, I'll be racing. All right, Matthew Taylor, Drift, and Jason Dalton are on older tires here as we come into the green flag at 78. The rest of the field on new tires. Patience as Cruz starts Drift right in front of everybody. Alan Best involved. Comes out, and there's some unhappiness in that chat right now. Drift coming to pit road. Let's go back and look. Let you guys make a call on that one. Obviously, listening on audio, I would say blocking here. Like he wasn't. Either way, the one thing we should mention tonight, and I apologize for not getting this out there, but Hosted Hopping is the sponsor of the Lucky Dog Awards. So pretty much all the lucky dogs you're seeing tonight in this race, which there have been plenty so far. And I believe that Ikavachi's getting this one. They are all sponsored by Hosted Hopping, and there's actually an award on the line for the most lucky dog awards that are given away each and every race. I want to make sure that gets out there, gets plenty of mentions itself too. Right here, the Lucky Dog presented by Hosted Hopping Lapped Cars Matter car is what the Lucky Dog is in the series. And at the end of the season, driver with the most free passes actually will win the Lapped Cars Matter award and a $10 iRacing credit. So a lot of those awards getting offered tonight, but a shout out to the Hosted Hopping Lapped Cars Matter car. Of course, this time around, I believe goes to Travis Ikavachi, but a lot of cars getting those throughout this season. Also invite you to check out the website, GreatLakesSimRacing.com. They have 18-point standings, and we'll review that as they see we're coming back to the green flag here, so we'll wait and show you guys those points here in a second. But we'll try to get the restart here. Green flag comes back out, Telder back on the pedal. Cruz moves to the high side, Glenn Sutphin gets to the inside here for second. protecting that bottom. A little bit down on speed, it looks like. Down the straightaway, but he's got more speed. And they drift that. Had some more issues as Justin Laxton gets back on the track. Going to try to get some track position here. Almost some 3 wide here, and they are going to be 3 wide down to turn 3. Is Jaden Atkins put him 3. Sutphin gets out of it. Here comes on, and Atkins goes to second. Sutphin gets a little loose. Sutphin. And another caution. Thank you. Let me know if that improves, Keith. Thank you for letting me know. I mean, I've been trying to listen over here on my phone. Right? No kidding, Keith. As Alan Best is going to get the hosted hopping Lap Cars Matter Lucky Dog Award here. Drift races off pit road to beat the truck out. That's kind of funny. Taylor on pit road getting damage fixed. So is Cedric Ingram and Tanner Long. And take a look at the team points. As I said, this is all part of the website, GreatLakesSimRacing.com. As you see, the Peak Performance team leading right now by carry the one. About 119 points there over the Ace Racing team. Millennium Enterprise is down in third. Of course, Down Under Racing fourth. And Bully Racing in fifth. I think I just lost my fourth driver due to anger. So 10th caution here, lap number 92. Shout out to everybody watching tonight. I know it's not been the best race in the world, but you know what? These guys are fighting and doing the best they can and getting out here and at least trying to have some fun. So hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast and stuff. And thanks, Keith, for a little bit of help on my end. Just trying to get the audio as best as possible for everybody. It started off kind of choppy. I guess maybe that should have been a sign tonight. Shout out to the three guys over there in orange in the infield. Pace truck back off. And here we we go, lap number 94, so less than 100 laps to go in this race. And the top three now all PPM trucks. Ooh, 21 of Peachy getting a little loose. Nice save on his part. Oh, and now Cedric is wrecking off too. 11th caution out. And the 11th caution. Laxton gets loose, trying to hold on to it. Into the corner, and all in contact between Laxton and Cedric. And Cedric tries to save it, finally gets cleaned out by Alan Best. Time here. We're under 11th caution here in the evening. I want to give a shout out to Lucas Strayer here in this 41 truck. This white, black, purple, pink, teal, orange, Pikachu, number 41. And he's kept that thing clean so far. He's doing a great job running up here in the 8th position in this race. One thing I do want to shout out to also Keith Calhoun over here, who's been in chat watching, unfortunately finishing last tonight. Some awesome articles he's been writing over at GreatLakesSimRacing.com. If you get a chance to go over and check out some of these articles he's been writing, fantastic job by him. This guy's trying to balance racing and writing articles and being a new dad. He's doing a great job on all of this, and a big shout out to him and to Travis, who's working on the website, plus doing some other big things in his life right now, and so on and so forth here. So, all right, pace truck going to pull back off. His crew's going to lead him back to the green. He's led the most laps this evening. Atkins, Albin, Dean, and Mayari, your top 5. So 4 out of 5 are all PPM trucks. Straight away into turn 3. You see Allman sliding up a little bit. Dean going to come to the bottom here, trying to steal the third position away. Slides back in line. Here comes Evans right there with him. Better than Keith, right? I'm just listening on my phone actually as I'm talking to you guys here. Strayer under attack. Here comes Sean Peachin. How about the 4 truck of Jason Dalton has come back into this race. Up in the 7th position right now. Wayne Sparley into 59, falling back a little bit as Pierce goes by. Elder coming back in as he goes underneath Sparley. That truck's been beating the tar. Cool. I just made a couple of changes. Yeah, feel free to always say something if you hear something, because I try to use my phone and I got a new earpiece I'm trying to work in to figure out options so I can hear things, because I'm trying to sound check myself in these before the race and everything I can. It's just hard when I'm not on the air to do it, because that's my only way really in the end to see it and hear it, unless I can figure out a way to do it on OBS to voice check, mic check myself. But either way, I appreciate you guys helping me out. As the 4, Dalton to the inside of the 98, he'll take that position away. Now Peach into his inside as Evans starting to fall back a little bit here. Jimbo getting a little loose off right now in that 1 truck, but doing okay. Great save on his end. We ride with Sean in that 21 truck. A lot of wheel in that truck. He's got his hand all the way at 12 o'clock, basically trying to get that truck to cut. And you see on the inside, he's got Lucas Strayer there. A little loose on entry there. You see the 98 sliding up a little bit. Oh, and Sean gets contact. Nice save. Woo-hoo-hoo. That right there is called swatting flies. Oh, 1 truck out of line. William Martin, good save on his part. As 1 goes by the 21, here comes Telder. Truck's getting a little dancy out here. As we look up front, you see the lead starting to spread out just a little bit. That's why we've been focused back here on this fight. As Telder to the inside of Peachin, you got the 65 of Pierce. For these guys that pitted at lap 74, I assume there's going to be one more pit stop for these guys. I'm kind of curious about the ones like Matthew Telder, pitted at lap 90, Drift at 96, Ikavachi at 98. Could those guys potentially make it to the finish on fuel? I mean, yes, I'm definitely weird right now talking about a long run to the finish with what we've seen here in the first 112 laps, but you got to have some optimism, don't you? Jason Dalton, who was involved in an accident earlier with Telder, has come back. He's up here in the top 10 right now. And caution is out. Lucas Strayer has gone around on the front straightaway. I guess I will not be giving shout-outs anymore to people, as that's not helping any. Pikachu is cursed, per Robert Johnson. Caution out for the 12th time. Let's see what happens to the 41. Underneath Chris Evans here for position. Trujembo there behind him. Oh, wow. Big contact. Tailed her into the wall. Trujembo involved. Surprise, everything's my fault. You can blame me for tonight, too. Blame me for the whole entire race. I don't care. I just hate it for everybody. Thank you. Because I don't have any options. I mean, I've tried my headset. I'm trying everything I can. There's got to be a way. That's what I need to learn. It's how to do that in OBS. If somebody can show me how to do it. It's the one thing I don't know how to do on OBS. There's the contact with Evans. Is Trujembo nowhere to go? And there's Peachin getting a piece also. He's up in smoke. But I'd much appreciate that. Well, caution is out. We've had trucks come into pit road here. William Martin has stayed out. Blaine Sparling, Lukens. These three have stayed out. Dane Cruz has come to pit road. Yeah, blame me. I don't care. So caution out for the 12th time here, and trying to see. I believe the 19 got the Hosted Hopping Lap Cars Matter Car Award for this time around. So Cedric Ingram going to be back on the lead lap in the 18th position. So a big shout out again to Hosted Hopping for not only sponsoring this race tonight, the Hosted Hopping 130, but also the Hosted Hopping Lapped Cars Matter Car Award. Alan Best coming off pit road. We got one truck that is left staying out. Blaine Sparling in a 59. Will lead him to the green flag here with 55 laps to go. And that is correct. Bristol's next week. And then Bristol on dirt the following week. Thank you. Because I will work on it like immediately. And I don't think, I was going to say, I don't think I'm that guy. That guy's a little more popular than I am. Sparling giving plenty of room to the leaders as Cruz is going to go to the front. Here comes Allman to the outside. And all four of the PPF trucks now 1 through 4 as they come off of turn 4. Oh, and around goes Dean into the wall. Thirteenth caution. what happens to the Dean Machine. Dean Machine. On the outside is Sparling getting the position from his teammate. Not sure if he made contact or got loose there. That looked weird. Somebody said my bad, so maybe somebody did hit him. One way to check. So now 13 cautions. What is 13 times 5? Let me do that math for 5 and 3 is 15, carry to 1, 5, 1, and so 65. Is 32, 64, 77. I'm trying to do the math. Anyways. Yeah, so somewhere around 75 caution laps, I think, or where we're at in this race as of right now, unfortunately, out of the 125. As Jason Clark has noted, all of his fantasy people are dead. I've stopped keeping track after about the third caution. But 50 laps to go in this race. Thank you. 65, Jason. And really, guys, I do appreciate all your help. For somebody doing a one-man show. Was that guy just dabbing in the infield? For a guy doing a one-man show here, there's just time to... I try to do everything I can to make these broadcasts the best. And I mean, from somebody who had streams that were freezing all the time about a year ago to where I'm at now and doing everything I can to make these the best for you guys. You know, all the help you guys give me to make it even better, right, is much appreciated. So I do apologize that I have audio issues, but at least we know we're getting them fixed now. So Cruz going to come back to the lead. The top 4 cars, all PPM trucks. 5th is Evans, Dalton, Drift up to 8th. Ben Pierce and Brandon Trajembo going to be your top 10. Yeah, I don't know of any trucks that have not been involved in a wreck tonight, JT. Put it like that, other than the leaders. And here we go, back to the green. Cruz trying to be a 2-time winner on the season. Allman trying to go back to victory lane. Allman's about the one thing I think in the fantasy picks I said earlier that has actually done what I've said he would do, and that's get up to the front. Oh, and around goes the 31, Anthony Marshall. He stays down in the grass, no caution. And more trucks in the wall, and that is right on cue. Dane Cruz, Telder, and I think Zach Allman's in the wall, and now they're wrecking off too with Trajembo. Right on cue. Allman coming to pit road. So Marshall spins off 4 on his own. We saw that replay. And then the teammates all wreck. So there goes the 31 back there, turn 1. And right here, the teammates wreck each other. And then Telder's in it, Laxton's in it. And then over here in turn 2, Trajembo's around. No, this has been all night, JT. You're okay. We don't believe in jinxing in here. Wow. Oh, add William Martin to the list. Dean does a good job missing. If anything, if I'm like Jason Clark or Calhoun or Barnes or any of these people down here in the bottom, I'm out here running laps right now and getting positions because I see at least we got 53 laps to go. Clark, you could get all the way up to 24th right now, almost 23rd. Calhoun and Monterant could get up to the top 20 almost from here. I mean, that's points, guys. Just saying. I think Jason Clark has just become my statistician now. 70 caution laps. As Caden Atkins now leads Noah Maori. Now, I made this joke earlier when I was down in the PPM room talking to them a little bit before the race. And I'll go and put this out loud now, and here comes probably more of my jinxing. But Noah Maori is 1-for-1 in races south of Lake Okeechobee. And now Lakeland's actually north of Lake Okeechobee, but if we really want to make this work out well, Noah Maori is 1-for-1 in races south of Walt Disney World. And if he wins tonight, we'll be 2-for-2 in races south of Walt Disney World. As Maori won the only race in Homestead that this season league has had so far. And here he is in the lead now in Lakeland. As we come back to the green flag is Caden Atkins from the high side. Jason Dalton back up to third. Chris Evans to fourth. Drift is up to fifth. Mazepin up to sixth. I'm kidding on that one. That was a bad joke. Sorry. Evans up against the wall. Laps to go. I'm looking outside my window right now, see if there's a full moon. Oh, don't go 3 wide. We're definitely seeing the ones who've got engine damage and all types of aerodynamic damage and stuff like that. Here comes Dane Cruz up back through the field. These two had a little connection earlier. This could be interesting. Griff trying to hold off William Martin. 2 Georgia drivers right there battling out. Actually, William lives in Florida. I keep forgetting that part. Now the question is going to be, will these teams have enough trucks built to go to Bristol next week? Martin going to make the pass. Here comes Blaine Sparling up in the 10th position. Look for his third top 10 so far this season. .32 laps to go. The lead at 1.3 seconds right now. Atkins over Mayares. He starts to stretch it out a little bit here. As Dalton up to the third spot, as I mentioned. Evans and Pierce, your top 5. Everybody kind of spread out here, giving each other some room, and might be a pretty good decision with what we've seen so far tonight. Calhoun back on track. So some of these trucks have listened to my advice when I told them get back on track and gain some positions. Tell Dane Cruz has got heavy damage as he is unable to get back up here through the field. He rhymed with Dalton. Everybody pretty much good to go now on fuel to the finish. Say that as Cruz now approaches the back of Ben Pierce here in the 65 truck, in the hosted hopping butt kicker truck. Getting the top 3 fantasy teams for this week will get into the running to win a butt kicker prize. Go to GLS or GreatLakesSimRacing.com, and you can check out their website and go check out their fantasy page that you can be a part of and win a prize each week, or potentially win a prize each week. Again, want to shout out Hosted Hopping for tonight, being sponsor of the Hosted Hopping 130. I know the race hasn't gone too much as planned for most of these drivers, but do appreciate Hosted Hopping sponsoring the event. And also, and Kraus gets in the back of Pierce and puts him in the wall, and he's still trying to hold on and now spins it. No caution so far. And so far, so this is going to bring the caution out right there. Yep, caution out. 15th time. And I was starting to mention they were also the sponsor of the Hosted Hopping Lapped Cars Matter car. And we'll see who's going to get that this time around. I think it's actually going to go to Cedric Ingram. We'll see when they catch the pace truck here. And pit stops for these trucks. Oh, the 8 stays out. And I did get this right. Cedric Ingram, the Hosted Hopping Lapped Cars Matter car, So he'll get a point towards his total. And again, the driver with the most Lucky Dog awards this season will get a $10 credit from Hosted Hopping. So towards iRacing, by the way. So the top 4 are going to stay out here, and the rest of them going to come for tires. Uh, 21 laps to go. So as I mentioned, next week will be Bristol on the asphalt or concrete, and then Bristol on dirt the following week. So we'll do 3 straight short tracks and then head to Homestead Miami Speedway. But it looks like the top 3 are going to stay out here and take the green flag first, second, and third. Chris Evans is going to restart 4th. And then Caden Atkins, Christopher Dean, Drift, Sparling, Lukens, Dane Cruz, and Ben Pierce. That's going to be your top 11. 12th to be Lucas Strayer, and 13th Cedric Ingram. Those are the 13 trucks on the lead lap right now. Here we go, back to green. Oh, trouble, go around goes William Martin, 16th caution. Got a little loose there, and you see the 5 get loose behind him. And caution back out again. And by the way, I did, for those in the Discord channel of the Great Lakes Sim Racing League, I did go check the boxing ring, and there really hasn't been anything going on yet, so no need to worry about the boxing ring. No action so far. And there goes Matthew Telder. He'll get the Hosted Hopping Lap Cars Matter car. So a point to him. unfortunately, these kind of races happen. There's a lot of disappointed people watching tonight, a lot of disappointed people racing tonight. I'm sure there's some disappointed admins, a disappointed owner. But you know what? These races happen in every league. And it's just a matter of persevering through them and regrouping for the next week. Look at the first 2 weeks. They were fantastic racing. Yeah. Black Horizon Brewing Company still working. Cheers to those guys. Appreciate the sponsorship. Of course, of the series, you can check out their website. The link's right there in the description. Noah Miori's going to take the high side here for the restart. So we'll come to the green flag with 13 laps to go. Will we get to the finish? The only truck not damaged in this race tonight, I believe, is the pace truck. Green flag back out. Evans going wide in turn 3. That's going to cost him some spots. Dean by. There goes Atkins going by. Atkins to the inside of the 48. Dean up against the wall. And now Jason Dalton's in a PPM sandwich. That's going to last not too long, as here comes the 2 to the inside. He'll take the spot away. Oh, and Dalton gets loose off of 2. Nice save on his part. Noah moves up the track, and here comes the fresh tires of Caden Atkins to the inside. And with 9 laps to go, Caden Atkins to the front. Dane Cruz has gone by Christopher Dean for the 5th spot. Battle on for 7th is Blaine Sparling to the inside of Lucas Strader. You got Drift in the picture here. The 65 appears. And around goes Dane Cruz. Let's see what took place here. '46 slides up the track on netcode. Saw a little bit of neck coating here. I mean, Dean sticks his nose in there. as the 46 slid up the track. Oh, yeah, you can see the space between the two bumpers. So 5 laps to go. Does anybody have tires left? I doubt it. I believe that Matthew Telder, yes he did, Matthew Telder gets the Hosted Hopping Lap Cars Matter car award for this caution. They've given out a lot of awards tonight. Telder on pit road, and unless we get the old green-white checker, we will get the restart here with 2 laps to go. So this will be an unofficial green-white checker. Atkins going to take the high line here. And I think that's going to be more to give Maori the inside so that he can hold on a second at least. Pace truck pulls off as Atkins leads him to the green flag. Just like planned, Maori up to second. Dalton the third, Evans and Strayer your top 5. As Dean working his way to the inside of Strayer. As they will see the white flag, final lap from USA. Oh, Evans up the track. Dean goes by. Here comes Pierce. And after a wild race that sees 17 cautions, we're going to have a second first-time winner. Caden Atkins wins the Hosted Hopping 130. And the fireworks begin, and I don't mean on the track and off the track. I mean everywhere. Oh, and now the teammates hit each other. As Atkins pulls it up into the victory circle there. We'll take a look at the finishing order. Atkins wins this thing. Noah Maori finishes second. Jason Dalton third. Lucas Strayer fourth. And Christopher Dean fifth. Ben Pierce comebacks to sixth. Evans gets seventh in the end after slipping up the track. Blaine Sparling eighth. Robert Lukens, Dane Cruz, your top 10. Drift finishing 11th. William Martin 12th. Matthew Telder 13th. Cedric Ingram 14th. Sean Peachin gets 15th. Alan Best 16th. Travis Ikavachi 17th. Brandon Trajembo 18th. And looking at the rest of the field here, 19th goes to Zach Allman, 20th Anthony Marshall, 21st Justin Laxton, 22nd Brian Sutphin, 23rd Tanner Long, 24th Jordan Watson, Ryan Ardone 25th, Tyler Brewer 26th, William Calhoun 27th, Sam Barnes 28th, Robert Johnson 29th, and Justin Bondurant finishing in the 30th position in this race. Man, what a wild one. 17 cautions, and according to Jason Clark, 85 caution laps, unfortunately, in this, but a first-time winner in the Great Lakes Truck Series. It is Caden Atkins. And let's talk to the two truck here in Victory Lane. As we'll pull Caden up here to the booth. Caden, a wild race tonight. Congratulations on the win as you become the second straight PPM winner on the season, but more importantly also the second first-time winner on the season behind your teammate Dane Cruz.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk about the racing out there. I know 17 cautions, a lot of caution laps, but everybody had to fight from back to front to back to front, and you definitely saved those last set of tires for the end.
Yeah, I did. I honestly, that race, the whole race was a track position race. Like I started sixth, and I got up to second because I mean, if you're decently faster than someone, you can pass them. But with Dane and Alman, especially like those two especially, like I was even with them. So I was just running behind Dane, and I would catch him a little bit, and he'd pull away a little bit, and then we'd kind of stay even. So, I mean, I guess once Dane and Alman kind of took themselves out of the race, I guess I just had the fastest truck and the track position there.
Well, it's still a fantastic race for you in the end. Congratulations on that. And what was the cause, a lot of the looseness coming out of the corners? Was it too much wheel? Was it just the wheel spin coming off the corner with the worn-out track? What was the cause?
I feel like because the setup is pretty tight, people are putting a lot of wheel into it to turn, and then it snaps loose. And I mean, you're also trying to get back on the gas pretty hard here. And some people were shifting too, so third gear has a part to play in it. So, and then obviously just the old tires and worn track, that definitely, a lot of things played a factor into the getting slidey on the exit. But it's fun to drive, in my opinion. A lot of people didn't like it, though.
No, I enjoy USA, too. That's what I was just like, man, what's going on here? But either way tonight, man, congratulations. You get your first career win tonight, and a good start to your season for the whole entire team. Of course, they did decide to butt heads tonight at the end, but great job on your end, and send shouts whoever you like to.
Yeah, shout out to Dream Clothing for sponsoring Peak Performance Motorsports. And I guess, just shout out to my teammates working good on the restarts the whole race. And, yeah, we just capitalized on it. Even though we had some issues, still a 1-2 is a great result. Yeah,
great job tonight, Caden, and congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Caden Atkins, your winner tonight here at the USA Speedway here in Lakeland, as he will go celebrate himself a win this evening. We'll get him back down. Actually, we'll throw him up there into that chat. And let's go down here and get the guy who finished second tonight and officially breaks the streak. He's no longer undefeated south of Walt Disney World. But Noah Maori joins us tonight. Noah, great second place run for you in what was a wild race in the end. And even, as I said to Caden, your teammates even beating the snot out of each other out there on the track tonight. But you kept it clean. I think you might be the only clean truck left out here.
I think I did. I think I scraped the wall once, but it was a 0x, so I'm good with that for sure.
Well, you've had a great start to your season. You've definitely have shown, especially on a more worn-out pavement, you definitely have shown that you've got pretty good speed on those kind of tracks. Just talk about your season so far and the start of it, because it's been a pretty good one here as you try to run your first full campaign in the series.
Yeah, Talladega was a toss-up, and I think everybody knew that going into it.
Mm-hmm.
So, that didn't go well. I mean, it definitely could have gone worse, but definitely wanted to get to the finish in that one and didn't. But Atlanta was great. I felt like if things had gone a little bit differently with pit stops in that race, I would have had a better shot at third. And tonight, just made another mistake with pit strategy. Should have pitted there at the end and probably would have been fine, but was really worried about track position. That was the key to the race tonight, was track position for sure, because it was really hard to pass.
Well, great job this evening still at the second place finish, Noah, as you battle there in the points. I'm sure going to look pretty good here after tonight for you, but send shots whoever you like to.
Yeah, just thanks to my teammates and Dream Clothing for all they do for our team. And hate the way that Zach and Dane's race ended up, but they'll bounce back, and we'll be back next week, and I'm sure we'll be up front again.
Absolutely. Well, nice job, Noah, and congratulations on your top two.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely, as Noah Maori finishes in the second position, and we'll get Jason Dalton up here in just a minute, and let's get him up here right now after his third place finish in this race. Jason, I guess we'll throw the seriousness out here for a second, and let's have a good time here with each other. Thanks to you, you actually made my fantasy team look halfway decent tonight by finishing third in this race.
You're welcome. I don't know how that happened.
There was one point in this race where I had all four of you sitting outside the top 20, and I'm just like, how do I do this fantasy show 2 shows in, and I can't even get a lineup to finish?
Well, you got on to me last week. I hope I didn't let you down again. So I didn't know you picked me this week. So,
well, I picked you both weeks, and you've done well for me. You're the only guy that's got me top 5s in both races. But now, racing wise, obviously you had the incident with Telder. Just got loose up there above him, it looks like. But a great comeback for you tonight.
Yeah, I hated I got into him. He got me there, moved me up the track in the corner there, and I got a little loose and come down across him. I hated that, but. Yeah, just fought my way back up, gambled with the track position there on the pit stop, and luckily another caution came out, got me back on track with the other guys.
Had a lot of great green flag racing. Hang on, wrong race. I had some decent amount of green flag racing, but then unfortunately some yellow flags in that race. How tough is it to get into a rhythm when you have this kind of situation?
Oh, it's very tough, and the guys in here, the competition's good there, and I mean, if you don't come to the green flag ready to go, you're gonna get passed. And the low line's so important here. If you drive in too hard and push you up, you're losing 2 or 3 spots. So it's a tough track.
Well, and it only gets tougher next week as you go hit the fastest half mile at Bristol, so it should be interesting come next week. But Jason, appreciate your time. Send shots whoever you like to, bud.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man, and hopefully I won't let you down on fantasy anymore if I have. So,
look, if that's the worst thing that happens, we're good. But go ahead and give your shout outs.
Just shout out to my family watching. I mean, my mom and dad support me a lot in this and stuff with the cause of what I'm racing for and things. So, shout out to them, and man, just out here having a blast. I appreciate your broadcast.
Absolutely. And then for the Dalton family, I know the situation that's going on. If you guys are watching, I'm going to do everything I can to take care of you guys this weekend. So, with the little bit I can do. So, no, I appreciate you coming on, Jason. And, yeah, good job on your third.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Jason Dalton finishing in the third position here tonight. Sorry, I was reading a message. I got distracted there for a quick second, but we'll move Jason up to the chat where I've been moving everybody else to. So, all right, that is going to do it here from USA Speedway. Appreciate all the drivers and their time for talking to me tonight. And I tried to keep it as light as I could because obviously it was a tough broadcast and a tough race to do this evening. These races happen. I mean, we can sit here and be mad at the drivers or, obviously having a 2-hour race to get all this done. But you know what? These races happen. Go look at NASCAR. I mean, Bristol's had 20 cautions before. They had 18 at New Hampshire one. I mean, these races happen. So all you can do is shake it off and move on to next week. These guys are great drivers, and they'll get it right come next week and in the future. So shout out to the, of course, Black Horizon Brewery Company out of Illinois there for, of course, sponsoring the series. Thanks to Travis and Sam and all those guys for allowing me to broadcast these races. And a shout out to iRacing for allowing us to have the platform to do the broadcasting on. Always have a blast and appreciate what they do for this racing community. So with that said, I'm out. Hopefully enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. I'll see you tomorrow night from the Nashville Speedway Fairgrounds for some short track racing. And that should be fun coming up at about 8:45 or so tomorrow evening. And again, next week it's Bristol for these guys, 8:45 next Wednesday night. And always remember, this isn't just a game, it's iRacing. See ya!
Let go.